Come on. Ah, I know better than that. You know, the starter's been clicking for about a week, but eventually it would start. Now, absolutely nothing. I hope Brian's still in there because we're gonna have to go through this starting system. As a matter of fact, today on Tech Garage, we're gonna go through the complete electrical system so this doesn't happen again. Crew Cab Silverado, over 5,000 pounds. Whew, not easy to push. Welcome to Tech Garage, presented by Advance Auto Parts. Brian, I am sure glad you stuck around because this thing is a beast to push.
It certainly is. You know, last year you had to pull me out of a ditch in a Jeep. This year I got to push your truck into the shop. You're killing me.
Well, I'll tell you what, my wife and kids are home with dinner and I am not. I want to go home. Yeah. You know what? I'm kind of embarrassed as it is. Cranking that starter. It was clicking, but it wouldn't start. I knew it was going. Now I'm clicking it and nothing's happening. I'm pretty sure it's a starter.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, while we got two sets of eyes here, maybe there's a few diagnostic tests we can do and see what's going on.
Well, first one, and you can do this right out in the driveway. It's called a headlight test. Get in there, fire up the headlights, and what we're looking for, we're making sure that's burning. That's giving us a good indication the battery's pretty much fully powered. We can do some in-depth diagnostics a little bit later. Trying to start it, I hear it clicking. Nothing's going on. We're not changing the headlights. That tells us one or two things. Either we have an open in the system, or the solenoid in the starter is not engaging, or it's shorted out to all the way down on the magnets. One of those three things is happening. This one, I'm pretty sure it's a starter.
And if it was a battery issue, we would see those headlights dimming, or the dome light. That's another big clue, dimming when you're trying to crank it, and you get that famous rar, rar. Yep. We don't have any of that.
No, we don't. Another symptom of that also, you could have an engine that's seized up, thick oil, or a shorted armature in the starter. It's going to draw a bunch of amperage. Your headlight's going to go dim. Yeah. Now there's a bunch of other tests you can run. There's noises, there's clicks, single clicks, double clicks, whines. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but we need to get a starter on this joker. So step number one,
get that battery disconnected.
I'll tell you what, I'll get that disconnected for you. I'll wrap it in a rag.
Okay, perfect. All right, so he'll get the battery disconnected. I'm going to get this thing up on the lift. Now, if you're working in your driveway, you don't have access to a lift, you may want to get the vehicle up on jack stands so you can work underneath. Be sure it's secure, be sure it's level, and I tell you what, you have to disconnect that battery. It's high amps. You don't want any chance of sparks, arcing, or welding going on. That's a lot of amps going down there. So
hey,
I'll get it up.
You're good and safe.
Thank you, buddy. I'll get it up in the air. We'll be safe, and I'm going to work on this thing from underneath. I'll get that old starter out and the new one in.